Alrighty, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming through today. Friday afternoon graveyard shift. They've allocated it to me, you see. I've got to do the graveyard shift on a Friday afternoon. But I thank you for coming through. I think that it's going to be worth your while. I thank you all of you who've tuned in live today. We're going to spend 40 minutes looking at DuePoint, and hopefully at the end, you'll feel like your Friday afternoon was well spent with us here. To start with, DuePoint is a division of Constantia Insurance Company Limited. This is important to note because, first of all, we're not a startup. This is not something new. We are, in fact, a 66-year-old insurance company. Started in 1952. We're listed on the JSE. You can find us under Conduit Capital. And, of course, we are fully licensed as a life and short-term insurance company with the FSCA as an authorized financial services provider. There's our FSP number there. Take some time to do some research on us, know who we are, who you're talking to, and who you're dealing with here at DuePoint. We're not one of these things that have come from overseas. This is a homegrown insurance company in South Africa. You can see on the way out as well all of our licenses and certificates right by the front door if you want to know who you're dealing with. We're also a company made up of real people. This is something that seems to become a new phenomenon these days. We see these companies that start by people who are on Facebook, but they're not real people. They're made up people. Well, I want you to have full confidence, ladies and gentlemen, that we are all real. You can find us here Monday through Saturday, every day of the week in this building that has real bricks and paint and mortar in it. This is a real business. So we want to try and get rid of any thoughts or concerns you might have around this being some kind of here today, gone tomorrow type of business, or something that's just online or something like that. This is a real insurance company. So what is it that we do here? Well, we've got two objectives. Our primary objective is to create in the hands of South Africans wealth, money that's there on a recurring, steadfast basis. We have created a tool that we believe you can use to do that, and it's a tool that we believe puts you back into control in the state of creating income and wealth for yourself. Right now in South Africa, we don't have any control of our income. As full-time employees, you know it already. Someone else tells you what your increase is going to be every year. Somebody tells you what your bonus is going to be. Someone else tells you if you're going to be promoted or not. And ultimately, somebody tells you if you've even got a job or not. In the South African context, in employment, we have no control over our income at any stage. At the same time, we've got no control over our economy. You know, prices are going up constantly, and we don't get a vote in it. Every single week we see the prices in South Africa rising, and our income is not keeping up with it. And when we sat down to develop DuePoint, this was the number one problem that we wanted to solve. We wanted to create an instrument, something the average South African could use to create real wealth for themselves, an income that is there on a recurring, steadfast basis. This would allow them to unplug themselves from the debt system in South Africa, which all of us are in, be able to start bridging the gap between our earnings and our expenditure without having to sink ourselves further and further into debt. This instrument, we believed, would be the solution to that. Our second objective was to get South Africans participating again in the financial services space. It's a very regulated space, and it is incredibly difficult for the average South African to participate in this space. And so as part of our system that we created, we opened the window for South Africans to get involved in the financial services space. With these two objectives put together, we created what we call the DuePoint system. The DuePoint system is where you come in. What it does is it allows you and anyone in South Africa to contract with us as wealth engineers. Wealth engineers don't sell anything, they don't advertise, they don't advise. They have one task, the simple task of connecting individuals to us here at DuePoint. By connecting people to us, you create new market penetration for us. You allow us to move into corners of the market we could not necessarily have got to. And in there, we're able to facilitate the purchase of our products. By facilitating the purchase of our products, we create revenue for ourselves. And it's out of that revenue that we're able to create that extra recurring income for you. A very, very important thing to note is that we are not another direct selling company. We're not another network marketing company. At DuePoint, we have created something that we believe is completely unique, completely. And that is an income that is there on a recurring basis, not for a short period, but potentially for your entire life. We've not built our system off of the sale of goodies. We don't sell pots and pans and medication and cleaning agents here at DuePoint, because those do not create wealth. They create money. In the moment when you make the sale, you're able to make money. But that money is not there next month. You don't get paid for the pot again or the medicine again in the next month and the next month. With us, we use financial services and lifestyle products here, which are run on automatic debit order systems. And those automatic debit order systems run every month. No matter what your circumstances, whether you're lying in hospital, whether you're overworked at work, whether you're on holiday somewhere, and you simply cannot do this business, it doesn't matter. The debit orders keep going. They raise anyway. It doesn't matter if it's Easter or Christmas. The debit orders raise. And it means that you know always what your income is that is coming in. It means now you can budget, you can leverage this income, you can go out and say, look, I earn X amount per month, I'd like to get a home loan, a car loan, or whatever. This is proper wealth that we create here at DuePoint. Important to note, the distinguishing feature that is DuePoint. We then wrap this with a system that allows you to leverage yourself. The second problem we have in South Africa is we have no time. The second thing that that second problem we solve by putting into our system a tool of leverage. You're able to build with us channels, teams of individuals who go out and grow your income even when you cannot. 24 hours a day, you're in a position now to be making wealth and income for yourself. Whereas at your job, you know it's 9 till 5. That's all they're paying you for. Even if you work afterwards, you're not getting paid for it. Here, you can use every hour of the day in our system. And so, ladies and gentlemen, this is not employment of any kind. It is a tool. It's a tool we put in your hands, and as a result, you always remain independent of us. You're never contracted to us to work X hours to produce X amount. No, this is your tool. You will decide how much time and effort you wish to put into it. It's your tool at the end of the day. And it's a tool that comes at no cost. There's no startup cost, there's no starter kits, there's no starter manuals, there's no monthly fees of any kind, and there's no application form fees that you're charged in the DuePoint system. By simply being a product owner here, you're automatically a wealth engineer at no additional charge. And so, folks, this is not a financial risk decision that you're making here today. There's no money that will part from your hands today. This is something we've created for everyone in the current South African context. In addition, because you're not selling, in fact, we contract you out of selling, and you're not giving advice, you're not intermediaries, you're not brokers, you're not agents, you're not advertising, it means that everybody can do this task. Everyone can be a wealth engineer, no matter their education or experience. Everyone is now put in a position where they're able to create for themselves a real asset. A real asset is one that produces income on a monthly basis. Any other form of asset that people describe to you is not an asset. Unless it is creating income on a monthly basis for you, it's not an asset. But here, we create that monthly income. This means you've got something you can now price, which means you can sell it. You can actually sell the asset that you create at DuePoint. And in addition, when you pass away one day, it will be transferred to your children. And they will continue to earn on the income that you created during your lifetime. This is generational legacy that we have created here at DuePoint. Something that will go beyond even the lives of those who start here with us, to your children, to your grandchildren, and beyond with us. And the system has been built in a way that is as convenient to you as was humanly possible. First of all, you don't have to do any selling. As I've said to you already, we've contracted you out of selling, and so you don't ever have to say, I don't have a personality for sales. That's perfect. You're not selling anything here. And for those of you who always sell and who have the personality for sales, no, you don't have to use it anymore. No more selling at all at DuePoint. In addition, you don't have to do any presentations. Rob and I are the only two that do the presentations. We use our technology to be in your pocket every minute of the day, anywhere in the country. And then, as I said, no products. So you don't have to be carrying things around. You don't have to be convincing people to buy stuff. All of that has been removed from our system, leaving you with the one task of just connecting people to us. How do you connect people to us? Very simple. Firstly, well, there's 4 ways. The first one is you can go to our information counter, and if you struggle with data, you buy our USB stick. It's 170 Rand. It's got our presentations and a whole bunch of other stuff on it. Plug it into a TV or a computer, and wham presto, there we are on the screen doing the presentation for you. The second way, you can come here. Monday through Saturday, we present out here. Night times, lunch times, mornings, 6 days a week. We're giving fresh content, fresh presentations. If you can get here, bring your friends, we'll present to them. Then the third way is through our YouTube channel. Every one of our presentations is recorded onto our YouTube channel. You simply search DuePoint and you will find them all there. Go pick your favorite ones, and anytime, anywhere in the country, You just push play, and there we are doing the DuePoint presentation for you. And then the fourth way of connecting people to us is through our live broadcasts. Every one of our presentations is broadcast live across the country, and it means that if you're at work and can't get here, or if you live in another province, or you're stuck at home, or whatever, it doesn't matter. As long as you've got a screen and an internet connection, you simply push play, and you're in the room with us every day of the week except for Sundays, live with us. And so we've made this a system of absolute convenience for you. And as you connect individuals to us, some of the ones that connect to us are going to catch the vision of what we're trying to do. Not all of them, but some of them. And when they do, they will become wealth engineers as well. And when that happens, we allocate them to you. And your channel is now born. These people go out, they do the same thing. They connect people to DuePoint. Some catch the vision, become wealth engineers, and again, we allocate them to you. And over time, you create greater and greater market penetration for us. Then we come along as DuePoint, not you, we. And we facilitate the purchase of our products throughout this channel that you've created for us, and your income is now born. Now, folks, what's important to note is that this is not a pyramid scheme, it is not a Ponzi scheme, and it's not a get-rich-quick scheme. We're a registered, listed, licensed, and regulated insurance company. We could not possibly get any sort of scheme out there in the market with the amount of oversight we have. Now, this is a genuine income earning opportunity. Now, this is where people get we lose a few people, because often people come here hoping they can get rich quickly, because on Facebook that's what they were promised. They were promised 90 days and you'll be on 100,000 Rand a month, or R1 million a year, or whatever, in no time at all. Folks, all of those things, those are not real. Those are the schemes and the scams, and generally you'll see they're going to ask you for money to start with. Now, almost always, in fact, I would say always, they're going to ask you for money to start. No, we have no money that you have to start with, but we do charge you time. You are going to take time to build your channel with us. It's the price you pay. You've got to put time into your tool to create this wealth. And so we often joke, Rob particularly, he jokes, he says, this is the get-rich-slow scheme that you're at here at DuePoint. But we do create life-changing wealth here. For those that put in time and effort and determination, we will change your financial position permanently from and through our system here. All right, great. So the first mechanism is in creating the wealth. We do this through the facilitation of the purchase of our products, naturally. Our first product that we facilitate the purchase of is our Access Wealth Plan. It's 324 Rand a month, and for that you actually get two completely independent products. Your first one is your very own tax-free investment account. No notice periods, no penalty. Whatever money you put in there is immediately available to you. We take 100 Rand, just 100, but we take 100 Rand of your 324 Rand, and we put it into your investment account every month. So your actual cost on the Access Wealth is 224 Rand a month, because the other 100 Rand is yours. The 224 Rand buys you 120,000 Rands worth of personal accident cover, which means if you pass away from an accident, your beneficiaries are going to get 120,000 Rand and the value of your investment at that time. Our second product, folks, is our Wealth Guard product. It's 249 Rand a month, and it gets you 1 million Rands worth of personal accident cover. That means for 249 Rand, no matter how old you are, no matter what your risk profile is, no matter what your pre-existing conditions are, and with no waiting periods, you're under cover for 1 million Rands worth of personal accident cover with us. Now, folks, all of our products are geared towards our primary objective, wealth creation. We could sell these products through any one of our other divisions or call centers or UMAs, but here at DuePoint, our primary objective is wealth creation. And therefore, our products do not include cover for illness or natural causes. This is on purpose, because if we did cover that, everyone you brought in here, we'd have to risk assess. How old are you? What pre-existing conditions have you got? What job do you do? All these questions would be asked, and half the people you brought here, you would not be able to put into your channel, and your ability to create wealth would be seriously, seriously hampered. But with our products, everybody, no matter their personal circumstances, can be in your channel at one price and start creating wealth for you. Our third product is our Wealth Points Buyers Club. It's 299 Rand a month, and for that you get access to all of our suppliers. We have got many suppliers that see us as a 7-decade-old insurance company, and so they give us discounts, prices, account managers, services, all sorts of specials and packages that you would not necessarily be able to get as an individual. But as a Wealth Point member at DuePoint, for 299 Rand a month, you can use all of them every month to completely change your expenditure structure at home. We love these products. We think they're fantastic. And so people ask me the question, well then Brendan, how does this work? How does it create the wealth? Well, let's look at the traditional banking and insurance space. In that space, what do we do to get you to connect with us? We advertise. We advertise on TV, SMSs, billboards, bathrooms, taxis, you name it. We've got adverts up. Costs us hundreds of millions of rands a year as companies in this insurance industry and banking industry. Now, how do we afford that? Well, we put it into your product price. What you pay in your banking fees, your funeral cover, your car insurance, 30 to 50% of it is marketing. You're paying for next month's marketing the whole time through your payments each month. Now, we've done the same thing here at DuePoint. The only difference is we do zero advertising. This is the reason why you had never heard of us before today. Instead, we use you. You go out and you connect individuals to us. And this means that all that money we would have spent on DSTV and SABC and Prime Media and all these companies is now available for you. Now, having created the wealth through the sale of our products, we now are able to, having created the income, we're now able to create the wealth for you through two methods. One is our returns program. Our returns program pays you 27.50 Rand for every product payment that's made in your channel, multiplied by a factor of where in your channel the payment's made. So, for instance, you go out, you chat to a few of your friends. Some become wealth engineers. Not all of them are going to do. Some are going to laugh at you. That's where the difficulty of this business comes in. Some of them are going to know better. Okay, well, I can't help that, unfortunately, but some of them will catch the vision. They will pay for their product, and you will get 27.50 Rand multiplied by 200%, 55 Rand. 55 Rand for every product payment every month. Remember, these are recurring debit orders, so every month you get it. So I've had one or two people say to me, no, Brendan, I want money now. So if I sell the pot, I want the 450 Rand now. Yes, that's fine, but you'll get your 450 now, but then you don't get paid for that pot again next month or the next month or the next month. This is lifetime wealth that we create here at DuePoint. Now, some of these people will go out, they'll chat to some of their friends, and again, those that pay their products, you'll get 27.50 Rand times 200%, 55 Rand for. In this particular example, you've been here for a few minutes, you put a handful of people in, you're making 12,000 Rand a year. 12,000 Rand a year, 1,000 Rand extra a month. Remember, you don't quit your job to do DuePoint. That's not what we do. This is a tool that you add to your life. And now, in addition to whatever you earn at work, you now have created an extra 1,000 Rand a month with DuePoint. So you put some more time and more energy and effort into the creation of your channel, the penetration of the market with us, and you earn on a diminishing basis down to the 8th point. But from the 8th point on, it doesn't stop. You've got unlimited earning potential. You can grow a channel any size you like here at DuePoint. As long as you're qualified to earn, you will earn on payments on every point in your channel. This is how we're creating that generational legacy. When you finish building your channel one day, when you pass away and it's handed over to your children, they can pick it up and carry on building it and earn on every point that they add to the channel that you built during your lifetime. You have unlimited earning potential with us here at DuePoint. So what does it look like on the ground? Well, that's a good question. Every one of you is going to build at a different rate. Every one of you. So it is difficult for us to know exactly how much you're going to earn. But we took 20 years of data and we did a whole lot of mathematics on it, and we came up with what we think is reasonable and conservative. We call it the 3+2 growth rate formula. It says that you, as a new wealth engineer, come into our business, and in your first month with us, you put just 3 people in. That's it. Just 3 people in your first month. You are responsible for that. And then every month thereafter, you remain responsible for only putting 2 people in. That's it. We think that's incredibly conservative. It's 1 person every 15 days. Maybe you're really busy at work. Well, we understand that. Your task is just to put 2 people in every month. If you can do that consistently over time, and we apply all of our maths to it, lapses, cancellation rates, people not doing 3+2, we believe that after 6 months, you can reasonably expect to be on about 2,500 Rand a month. That's 30,000 Rand a year. 30,000 Rand extra that you've added to our household. Now, you can see how different we are from what you see on Facebook. Facebook, they would have promised you 100,000 Rand a month after 90 days because that's how they sucker you in. They know that in South Africa, people are unwilling to put time in. They know that. So they go, okay, well, then we need to get rid of time. We need to promise them something they cannot achieve. Well, that's not what we do here at DuePoint. At DuePoint, we tell you the truth. And at DuePoint, the truth is we will make you wealthy, but over time. And in 6 months of you applying yourself, you can reasonably expect to be on 2,500 Rand a month extra. If you can push through to a year with us, we reckon you'll be on about 9 to 10,000 rand a month. 9 to 10,000, that's 120,000 rand a year that you have created for yourself after 12 months of consistent and persistent effort with us. If you can do 2 years, it rises to 27 to 30,000 rand. If you can do 3 years, it'll turn to 45,000 rand. And if you can do 4 years with us, it'll be 60,000 rand. If you can do half a decade with us, 5 years, we think that you can reasonably expect to be on about 80 to 100,000 rand a month with us. 5 years, half a decade, and you are now earning R1 million a month with our wealth creation system here at DuePoint. Now, folks, many people don't get past the first 5 months because of the difficulty of this business. What is the difficulty of this business? Connecting people is easy. The difficulty is handling the emotion of individuals letting you down through this process. You will find that many people are going to laugh at you or make promises to you. Those are the two extremes. They either laugh at you and tell you you're crazy, or they promise you the world and never deliver. These are the two ends. What you've got to learn is that this is a mathematics business. It requires 2 ingredients for success: time and numbers. That's all it is. As long as you keep putting the numbers in over time, reasonably, our mathematics gets you to this number. Now, are people actually doing this on the ground? I mean, people often ask me this question: is it real? Is it just maths? Well, every month we do. We look at people who do this business. We only bring a sample up on stage, 3-4 people a month out of the thousands that are already earning at DuePoint, just to be able to show you how people are using it. Now, we don't show high flyers here. We show a combination. Some people doing badly. We even show you those. Some people doing well. Some people doing somewhere in the middle, to show you how the tool works. This month, we've got Lingao up. He's been with us for 5 months. Joined us about Christmas. Joined us about Christmas, and in 5 months, he's created for himself an income worth 4,600 rand every month. Now, hang on a second. In my mathematics, I said 2,500 rand after 6 months. Do you remember that? I said, how come he's on 4,600 after 5 months? He obviously didn't see my presentation. You see, the tool is yours. You use the tool at the rate that you want to use it at. You can do 15 minutes a day, or you can do 15 hours a day. You will determine the outcome and the success that you have. We've got Sidwell. Sidwell's been doing it slower. He said, no, I want to find 10 solid guys and build a channel and build wealth for 10 people with myself. So far, he's managed to find 8 over the course of 10 months, and that's built him an income close to 5,000 rand a month. So he's part of our 1+1 club. He's going at half the speed of our mathematics, but he doesn't care. He's on 60,000 rand a year right now. He's only too happy to get an extra 60,000 rand a year into his bank account from DuePoint. And so he will continue, and over the next 10 months, that will become 10,000 rand, etc., etc. He uses the tool, he'll change it. Then we've got Donnie. Donnie's been with us for 2 years. So what does this look like after 2 years? I said to you, should be on about 27,000 rand a month. Well, Donnie, having put in 3 people a month, on average, 3 people every month, on average for 24 months, is on 24,000 rand a month. 24,000 rand a month changes everything, guys. It changes absolutely everything. And Donnie himself has said, not only the money, but the life he's lived in the last 24 months could not have been replaced with any other option that he's had with us. You choose in this business what you want to do with our tool. And you can see on our YouTube channel testimonies of, must be close to 100 people now, using a little bit, using it a medium amount, using it a hell of a lot. Some earning a little, some earning medium, some earning tens, hundreds of thousands of rands a month. It's all there, and it's there for you to see how people use it. You will decide what you do with this tool at the end of the day. And so, ladies and gentlemen, that is DuePoint. Everything you need to make your decision upon today, I've told you now. Everything you hear from this point forward is just extra. It's just extra. If you want to create wealth with us at no cost, go to our website, DuePoint.net, click the apply button, fill out the form, no money having passed from your hands, and you are a wealth engineer today. You can start creating your channel right now. If you're serious, get the tools before you leave, or you can order them at info@DuePoint.net. Get the tools to this business. If you battle with data, get the USB stick with the presentations on. If your phone's battery dies the whole time, get the backup battery. If you need a cover for your tablet or your notebook, etc., we've got those too. Get the business cards. We can make you a custom set, 500 business cards for 645 Rand, but it's actually a 5,000 Rand set of business cards. But because we can get them in bulk, because we've got leverage, we can bring them to you at 645 Rand. Get all the tools and get out there and start building your wealth. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. It is the heart of our business and means anywhere in the country you can be connecting people to DuePoint through there. When you subscribe, you know when we go live and what videos we're uploading. Download our free app, put it on your phone, put it on your tablet. It plugs you into your channel. You can watch in real time what's happening in your channel every minute of the day. It's got your training on there. You click the tools button. All the training that you need is in your app. Your personal documents and details are all in there. It's a free app wherever you are today. Download it, put it on your phone, and start using it to create your wealth. Folks, we know that some people say they don't know how to do this business. We understand that. Some people say, no, I do know how to do this business, but they do it the wrong way, coming from other things and other times. Well, we have developed our own training program. We call it the XP Rewards program. It's the second way we create wealth and lifestyle change for you. Through a series of steps and programs, as you complete them, we reward you with XP points, experience points. These are not worth anything, but they accumulate over time. And as they accumulate, you start to grow your channel naturally through this program. Where you meet the criteria of experience and channel size, we rank you up in the training program. I mean, you can't be a beginner forever. And as we rank you up, we start to reward you. In the beginning, it's a little bit of cash. You can get it quite quickly if you put your mind to it. But later on, as you get a little bit more experienced and your channel starts getting a little bit bigger, well, the cash starts getting pretty serious. We've got a 28 ranked training program at the moment. It's not the end. It's going to keep growing from there. There's 28 ranks in it. So you can imagine that at 50 grand at rank 10, what do you think it looks like at rank 28? It gets pretty serious. Then at rank 5, we start to reward you with tools that we know are going to help you grow your channel. At rank 5, you get an imported Lightning memory stick from the United States of America. It's full of our presentations, downloads, testimonies, tools, everything you need to connect individuals to us. At rank 7, you get a 12,500 Rand set of imported, custom-made business cards for you. They're gold gilded. Not gold printed, gold gilded. Look at them. They look like gold ingots. Do you see that? Gold printed, imported on paper that's been chewed by Tibetan monks for 1,000 years before they bring it. No, I'm kidding. But it's imported paper. It's the finest set of business cards in the country, and we custom make it for you. It takes us 6 weeks. When you've got that card, when you pull it out, it's like Ferrari keys. People are immediately going to want to know what you do. That's what they're going to do. It is a powerful connection tool. Then at rank 9, as long as you maintain your channel size with us, every year that you do, we take you and your family away on a 1-week trip, all expenses paid, 5-star business class. Now, when we say all expenses paid, we mean it. You don't pay for the air tickets. I've been to some of these presentations where you qualify, but then you've got to buy the air ticket. Nobody can do that. You don't have to pay the airport taxes, which is like 90% of the air ticket, and you don't have to get yourself to the airport. It's all expenses paid because you've worked hard, and we're changing your lifestyle too now at this point in time. Now, folks, there are no competitions at DuePoint. Everything is earned, and everybody who achieves rank 9 will come away with us every year, and we go away every year. It's not like we've been in once or we haven't been yet. We go away every year, and you can come and join us. We go in December when it's hot and expensive. That's when we go away, and everyone is capable of achieving it. We have 2 guarantees at DuePoint. Because this is an accumulating system, whatever you achieve this year will be your starting point for next year. It means that we can guarantee that everyone who perseveres will go rank 9. But we can also guarantee that everybody that quits will never go rank 9. But for those of you who put the time in, the years in, the energy and effort in, your holidays should look something like this going forward.
Gone and all of the paths you've drawn have sunk to the ocean sun where no one can see. You stand, don't let the dark embrace, cower the dream.
Looks all right, eh? I tell you, on a Friday afternoon, I could so be on that beach right now, lying down there. I just could be there, lying there.
You've been there.
Hey, I've been there. I'm going to be there at the end of this year. Are you coming with? Well, that's the great. All right, good. I always get that. Book my ticket. I love it. It's great. Book my ticket. 90 days from now, we'll talk again. Folks, this is not easy business. And if anybody tells you it's easy, they're lying to you. Average time to rank 9 is 19 months. That's our average time. And we tell you that realistically. See how different we are. We tell you it's going to take you 19 months to get there. But our record is 5 months. You see, it's completely up to you. This chap there, 5 months, he's on the boat. All right? How long it takes you, I don't know. We've got until December. You can easily make. I'd love to see that record broken. I really would. That's completely up to you. You will decide. But if you don't make it this year, there's no point in quitting. We're going next year, and the year after, and the year after. You just keep going until you go rank 9. And then you're there with us. At rank 11, we give you another very useful tool. It's your own car. It's not branded. It's not rented to you, not financed from us, and we don't give it to you and take it away if your performance drops off. No, it's your car, and we want you to use it to continue to build your freedom here with us. Folks, this Saturday, no, actually, before I get to that, as part of our training program, we run Wealth Quests. Wealth Quests run every month. Just from the 1st to the 31st, they're different every month. They've got different criteria, and everybody who completes the criteria is rewarded with tools. Smartphones, tablets, smart TVs, all sorts of things like that. And this month even, this month it's cash. Sometimes it's cash as well. This month it's 10,000 rands worth of cash. What you've got to do, you've got to get yourself ranked up, and you've got to get a qualified wealth engineer on your first point of your channel. Talk to your lead wealth engineer, the person who brought you here, for more details on that, and also just look in the app. If you go to the app, you click the rewards button at the bottom, the entire thing is written out for you. Everybody who achieves that is able to get themselves ranked up and have a qualified person on their first point before the end of this month, and everyone paid can get 10,000 rand in addition to their returns and rewards this month. It's a powerful, powerful wealth quest. I'm expecting everybody to be pushing for it. It's our last month for our 90-day challenge, rank 4s and above in our program, and those aspiring to get to rank 4. If you can achieve rank 4 by the end of this month and have 5 brand new rank 2s in your channel, there's 25,000 rand in it for you. So there's 35,000 rand on the table this month for everybody who wants to get serious about building wealth with us. Get serious about it and start changing your life. Folks, we are now launching Saturday Teamworks meetings. Teamworks meetings are private one-on-one training sessions with me and Rob. We're launching them from this Saturday, 11:30 to 12:15. That's after our normal introduction presentation. So you've got 10 o'clock until about quarter to 11, 11 o'clock. We'll do the presentation for intro. You've got about 45 minutes to get everyone signed up, and then we're back in the room on Saturday doing private Teamworks meetings. Just about every Saturday. You can find them on our event schedule if you want to know which ones we're on. They are live broadcast as well. So anybody around the country can join us. Just tune back in at 11:30, no matter where you are. Get your team gathered up, get all your new sign-ups gathered up, and we will do private training every Saturday with you guys going forward. So we're pretty excited about it. It starts this Saturday with Rob at 11:30, so make sure you tuned in and booked in. Guys, I think you can see we're pretty serious about this business. We've put a hell of a lot into it, capital, people, and time, because we believe that we've created a proper and viable economic solution for South Africans. Not that they have to run out and sell goodies anymore, that they're actually now in charge of building wealth for themselves. We don't make money here, we make wealth. Wealth is there every month into the future. Money is there for 5 seconds. That is what we do here. And if you want to join us, and you want to ask questions or you have concerns about it, no problem. Come and ask us. Ask my staff, ask the people who brought you here, ask the guys that are around you there. Get the answers to your questions before you leave here today. But what we don't want you to do is we don't want you to leave without this tool in your hands. This tool that can lever a very, very different future for you. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you all outside, and thanks for all of you who've tuned in live today.